All right, welcome back, guys. Ayo Togunloju. I use J. You're welcome. Dolakwa, welcome back. Alfare, welcome back. Alfare, I'll add you in a minute. Just give me a second to set this up right here. DD_231. I think that's Dakwade Femi, if I'm not mistaken. Your picture is really small, so I can't really see, but welcome back. All right, so sorry, the video got cut off because I think we went over an hour or something, but we'll try to make this brief.
Hey, hi.
Oh, there he is.
Yeah, I think we needed to restart and all.
Yeah.
So
can I just also like add to what you said, because some people the question in the previous live session. Let's wait for people to come on. Welcome back. The question in the previous live session was, is it the punishment that seniors were giving juniors you are calling bullying? You know, there's too much of everything is not good. And this is a bone of contention. Even within, to be honest, within the AFCS Alumni Bullying Association, we have people who have been talking like, you know, there's a thin line between discipline and bullying, right? In as much as we understand that it's a military school and there's need for discipline, that, you know, some things that we went through actually shaped us, you know, from AFCS. But some people who had the tendency of going overboard. And of course, there are a lot of instances of that. We know people who, you know, beat people till they fainted. You know, we know people who were suspended because they went too far in doing something. So in as much as, discipline, and this will be a focal point when we're doing the engagement part. When we're reaching out to the school, we're going to tell the school that, hey, you know what? We understand that discipline is a focal point in a military school, but where do we draw the line? When does discipline going overboard? And, you know, we've had ideas of coming up with like a grid, like a bullying grid. Okay, you can do X, Y, Z, 1, 2, 3, but when you're getting to ABC, then that's considered too much, you know, that kind of thing. But that's something in the future. I just wanted to buttress Offere's points. Offer, you can go ahead and continue with the other lines of questions.
Okay, yeah. So somebody, Dr. Bam Bam, and I think Dolakwa, they asked the same thing. They said if Dr. Bam Bam asked if the group is still open for volunteers, and Dolakwa said, how can we be part of this initiative? So it's on the website. It's on the website FAQ. You can send your name, your set, what set you finished from, your former house, the year you left AFCS, and your contact details to this email, afcsaab@gmail.com. However, I know a lot of people will say, email is long process, this, which kind. I think if NOSA will permit, maybe you can send these same things I asked. I just mentioned your name, your set, your former house, the year you left, and your contact details to him. I think his DM, his handle is written. I think he will mention his handle before we finish this. So he will try as much as possible to add you up, because I know a lot of people are interested. Then Dolakwa also asked, how can we be a part of this initiative? How can we be of help if we do not want to be an active volunteer? Yeah, I know life can be very busy. Life in Lagos, for instance, is busy. You spend half of your life in traffic, half of your life at work. So what you can do, we have a website. You can always decide to give us maybe 6 hours of a day to try to help us update our website, maybe post stories. Also, we're trying to work on recording reconciliation phone calls and posting same on YouTube. So if you're a technology savvy person, you know, now you understand the nitty-gritty of social media, you can also help in that way. Try to post stories for us, try to our YouTube handles. Yes, K Ogunlola, yes, the email is very, very correct. That's the email address, afcsaab@gmail.com. Thank you very much. A member of the team will try to reach out to you and respond and try to support your integration and ensure it goes smoothly. So another person's key, I hope I've been able to answer.
Offer, before you go on, let me just touch on that also. Let me also explain that we need more people from other sets. We need, my vision is to make sure that members of AFCS Alumni Against Bullying, we have at least 1 or 2 members from every single set that graduated in AFCS. So right now we have people from 5th sets all the way to 18th sets. People from earlier sets, 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, we don't have anyone. Then people after 18th sets as well, we don't really have anyone. So if you are members of that set to contribute to our diversity, please volunteer to join us, and we'll be glad to have you. So offer it over to you.
Okay, so Ski Black One asks, it said, can virtual be adopted to ensure people far away that want to volunteer? Yes, 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 very well. I think because now we really don't know when we can gather physically. So I think NOSA will try as much as possible to organize this kind of things from time to time. So yes, I think with this way you can easily come in, chip in your points. We can assign you to whatever you think you're really good at. And yes, that should be a way you can help us. K. Ogunlola says he has sent an email invite. Thank you, Mr. Ogunlola. Somebody will respond to you shortly. Yeah, so I hope I've been able to answer the questions I came across. I don't know. Yeah, if anybody has any questions, please quickly.
I think we have someone asked, let me see. Okay, I think okay, that's a question you just answered, talking about the virtual thing. This is a question I think you answered before, but let me just ask it again. Some people believed the school was instrumental to making them better. They think the bullying and all made them stronger and better persons. What do you have to say to such people? We've kind of like talked about that, but
yeah.
If you want to add one or two things in addition to what you said.
Funny enough, what I'm laughing is this. In at work, when I'm giving tasks that I look at it and I'm like, I'm dying today. Then I'd be like, I went to efforts now. I can tackle this. I don't know if I can say that made me who I am, but still, some people also have heart in them. Some people don't want to ever hear anything AFCS Ibadan. It might seem like they're being over dramatic or they're overreacting, but I don't know if there's a balance, but yes, it shaped me, but still sometimes I don't even want to hear AFCS Ibadan. I'm going to go personal now. I don't know if it's allowed. I joined the group initially, the WhatsApp group, then suddenly I left. So people reached out to me and said, why did you leave? But the thing is, it felt like it was bringing back memories. I left. Then when I left, I was like, babe, why are you leaving? I mean, it's in the past. Just try. Because when you see the word bullying, remember seniors in school, they have always been plus size, forget matter, I've always been a big girl. I was bullied. Hi, KK. But yeah, I don't think it's really not okay to say it. It might be okay for you to say it helped you. Yeah, it helped a lot of people. Some people are stronger. And some people say, if I can survive sergeant or not just beating, there's no force on earth. You can survive anything. But still, to some people, it's really, some people are really shy now. Some people cannot look people in the face. Ask me why. Because seniors would always humiliate them. So it's just connected to people's way right now in different aspects, positive and negative. So yeah, there's really a balance. To some people, it was okay. To some people, it was not all that. So yeah, it really happens, right? Negative and positive.
Yeah. Okay. And for those of you just joining, this is the AFCS Alumni Against Bullying. I think some people just came on Facebook. AFCS Alumni Against Bullying. We're just talking about why we decided to come up with this organization, what we hope to achieve, and we've talked about that in the last hour or so, and we're just answering questions that people may have at this point. What about if people have feedback and suggestions? Like some people, because we've had a lot of beautiful suggestions. We haven't started to implement any of them. We're just compiling them. Some people say, hey, we should really focus on guidance and counseling. That, hey, when we're in school, we had the guidance and counseling department, but it's not as, active or efficient as it was, that kind of thing. So if people have suggestions, what should they do? How can they reach out to us with their suggestions?
Okay, it's still the same process of trying to be a volunteer. You can also still send your suggestions and feedbacks to AFCSAAB@gmail.com. And the truth is, suggestions are never too much. Feedback is never too much. In fact, the more the merrier. We need more suggestions. So people just keep sending that email. We're waiting for your email, your suggestions and everything. Because we hope this initiative becomes a really, really big thing. That tomorrow, if in the future, if AFCS is talking about, we have this case of bullying, how do we go about it? Someone can always say, this group can help us. I don't know if it makes any sense, but yeah. So please keep your suggestions coming in. Oh, please, please, please. We need that email. We need everything, everything. Please, Thank you.
Most definitely. And I just want to shout out to Big Niffy. Big Niffy joined us, Inspire_praise. Ben Akede. I'm not sure if that's Bernard Akede, but shout out to you, Ben Akede. Nalicious. Shout out to you, Nalicious. Thank you for coming on the podcast. AU_Sadiq. Dr. Bam Bam, always a pleasure. Thank you for coming on. Inspire_praise 14 says, I have learned that there are always two or more sides to every scenario. I'm not sure. I would imagine he's talking about the bullying versus discipline thing. Again, want to stress that this is not a witch hunt. We're not going after people who we thought wronged us in the past. I want to bring them the book. No. We're talking about these situations that happened in the past so we can learn from these situations in order to create programs and implement those programs for current students. It's all about current students. So in as much as we're not magicians, we can't change the past. That doesn't mean we can't talk about the past. That doesn't mean we can't learn from the past. We want to talk about the past, want to learn from the past, then draw inferences from those lessons to implement programs that will stop these things from happening again in future. So I'm not sure if Inspire_praise, that's what you are referring to when you are saying there are two sides to every story. But this is not a witch hunt. This is all about current students who want to make their life better, and that's what we hope to achieve. I've learned to be open-minded to how it might have been a negative effect. Thank you for saying that. Yeah, and just as a reminder, we have our frequently asked question link I have it pinned to the comment section. So if you want to go to afcs.aab.wordpress.com/FAQs, that'll give you a list of a lot of questions that some people ask. And you can also use the opportunity to check out our website. And, what other questions do we have, Offered? Do we have other questions, or have we wrapped up this session for today?
Yes, I think we have. I can't see any questions from anybody. So yeah, I think we've wrapped up. So people, to add to what Nosa has been saying, the truth is bullying is always there. That's just the thing. And I know a lot of people were bullied in the past. We still carry that hurt in our chest. We always say forgive and forget, but I know it's easy to forgive, but you see that forgetting past. Oh, let's shall leave matter for Matthias. But yes, so I just want to encourage everybody who felt they were bullied in AFCS. It's not easy, but bit by bit, let's just try to shed it out. I'm not going to tell you to forget about it fast. No, for what? Myself, I've not forgotten about it fast, but just bit by bit, try to let it go. It's not easy, but even just for the people who are trying to help. I mean, if we carry past grudges to AFCS today and say we want to help the current students, we're still always going to refer to our situation. And they will be like, you're a bully. So I'm trying to say we should take it as it happens. So no, let's just try to be open-minded. Let's just try to ensure we do our best for these people, because this bullying matter, it's serious. So it sounds like it's just bullying, but it's serious. I mean, every day we read in the news, you see kids, 8-year-olds, they are committing suicide. Why? They were bullied. So it's a very, very, very heart-wrenching thing, but hopefully we'll try as much as possible to ensure we eliminate it, if not totally, but at least to an extent in our alma matter. I hope I did justice to this session, Nosa. I mean, I tried my best.
You did. And I have someone on Facebook saying, it'd be like, say, Facebook my minority. Well, we have 26 people on Instagram right now, and we have like 5 people on Facebook. There were more, but it's gone down. So no vex. Facebook is not the minority. We'll try to post this Instagram video. We're going to save it on this feed on Instagram, and also try to download it and share it on Facebook as well. So you can always come back and listen. And of course, our website remains AFCSAAB.wordpress.com. So you can go there and catch up with everything we're saying now, look at previous content, and just see what we're about. Let me see if someone else asks. If someone else asks the question on Facebook. Not really. Okay, I don't really have any question on Facebook. What about WhatsApp? Someone is asking, yeah, we have our FAQs in PDF format also. You can go to our website and download our frequently asked questions on PDF. I don't seem to have any questions on WhatsApp, Facebook, Instagram. So thank you so much, Ofori. Thank you for coming.
I just wanted to mention something. Sorry, I'm not taking so much time. So I know we're still, I don't know if we're still in the education phase where we're posting anonymous stories. So if I was trying to say people who are here now, if they still have stories, it's going to be posted anonymously. If they could still send it to that email, is that fine?
Yes, yes.
So guys, if you people still have, and if you have stories of your bullying, what's the word now? Wow, English is so much, it's so stressful. Bullying incidents. In AFCS, you could send an email to afcsaab@gmail.com and it will be posted anonymously. If you don't want your name put out there, sign, we'll put it there. Nobody will ever know it came from you, but yeah, you understand. Thank you.
Sorry, Ofori, I'm not laughing at you, Ofori. I have 3 different things going on. I have Instagram, I have Facebook, I have WhatsApp. And I'm just reading some of the WhatsApp comments. And someone is saying, does smashing in dining hall is smashing in dining hall part of this? Is that part of bullying? I don't know. Do you want to ask?
I will answer you. It's bullying. No. It's bullying. You people were wicked. 14 people. Okay, my time. I think it was 14 people on the table. Everybody a loaf of bread each. I come to dine. Yes, we suffer though. It's only Friday.
What about people who smash today? Like if you smash a pot of gari today, and you don't get to eat for the next 2 days, maybe that pot of gari can carry you for like the next 3 days or something.
So why we carry for 3 days? That is not manna from heaven. It will not carry you. They were wicked. So if you are out there watching and you smashed, I'm here to tell you, you're not wicked, Shabot. You did not do well. Yeah? You did not do well. But please, smashing was bullying. It was bullying. Imagine people that don't eat beans and were relying on their bread in the morning. You not smash their bread. It was not a normal thing, no big nephew. It was bullying, no. I'm saying, they never smashed me, Sha. How will you smash my food? And I was always first in there. But yeah, on a more serious note, though, it was bullying, I think. I don't know, but it just felt like it was not just okay. Yeah, that's just the word. Yeah. But myself used to do, I smash you. Let me keep quiet.
And just to reiterate, we have a 3E plan. We call it the 3 E's: education, which is the first 3 months; engagement, the next 12 months; and execution, which is the next 3 years. We're wrapping up the education phase right now. We've been doing this since May. Education, the first 3 months from May, we'll wrap up sometime this month, is to educate people, to tell people what we're doing, to tell people, to post those anonymous stories, to tell people that, hey, this is what's going on regarding bullying. And it's almost a continuous process. It's been exclusively education up until this point in time. But in addition to education, we'll be adding engagement once the school opens 2 weeks from now. I think they're opening remotely. I don't think the school proper are opening their gates, but they're opening remotely. But we'll be reaching out to teachers, parents, students, to tell them that, hey, this is the initiative. How do you think we can help you? What programs do you think we can implement? Then execution, which is like a 3-year strategy, that's when we go there to implement those programs. We're part of those PTA meetings. We're part of, the culture in school, to tell them that, these are the steps, that this is exactly what we've implemented, and these are the new guidelines, or these are the programs, and this is what we're doing going forward, in order to make sure that students who are being bullied can reach out to us to talk about it. We can address the issue and to prevent issues of bullying from happening in the future. So that's just it going forward. So, Ofori, thank you so much. If anyone else wants to come on the live session, we can do that really quickly before we end this video.
Thank you for having me. Bye-bye.
Yeah. So if anyone else wants to come on the video before we can end in the next 5 or 10 minutes, if you want to come on, you want to talk, D_D231 says, I think the school has measures in place to caution excessive punishment. Yes, correct, they do. But, continuous improvement, they don't have all the answers. We believe as alumni members who experience some of these things will be in a better position to relate with the students, to talk to them about certain things. Because sometimes teachers, parents, housemasters, soldiers, they all mean well, but sometimes there's a disconnect between them and students. In the previous programs we've done in school, we've reached out to school and we saw that students relate with us better because we can talk about these things. We can talk about smashing. We can talk about Villa, all these things. Hey, and once we talk about those things, they'll be able to relate to us, and maybe, just maybe, they'll connect with us more. So this is something to complement the school better. It's not like we're trying to replace whatever measures they have in place, but we're saying, look, you're doing what you're doing as a school. Let's come together as an alumni, marry our ideas with you, and chart a way forward so that we can make the situation of the students better. I think it's a welcome development. So I don't know. Someone is requesting Lovely B. Lovely B is requesting, and let me just add you right now. Thank you so much, Anko Nosayas. Thank you, Dr. Bam Bam. Being a presenter is not easy. And someone is saying, why do I keep saying podcast? Sorry, I have a podcast that I do with friends, so sometimes it gets confusing. So, welcome, Blessing. How are you doing?
I'm fine. Good evening.
Good, good.
Hello.
Good.
Thank you.
Introduce yourself. What set are you from? What house did you finish from? What class did you finish? Where did you graduate?
Okay, good evening, everyone. My name is Blessing Nofe. I graduated with the 16th set. That's those that graduated in 2012. I was in, okay, as at when I graduated, I was in Alpha House. Okay, and I graduated as the most well-behaved set.
Let me cut you short. I think Dakwa seems to have a lot of comments. So Dakwa, after Blessing session, if you want to come on live so we can talk about some of these issues, I think that'll be better. Because I see you commenting a lot. After Blessing, if you want to come on live, we can talk about some of this stuff. So Blessing, go ahead.
Okay. I think I'm through with introductions.
Yeah, so what's your opinion? Why did you decide to join AFCS Alumni Against Bullying? What do you think we're doing right? What do you think we can do better?
Okay, I joined AFCS Alumni Against Bullying because I actually experienced what bullying was all about. And when I was in school then, I didn't, sorry. When I was in school then, how do I say, because I was still upcoming, I didn't really have that knowledge that what I was going through then was bullying. I thought there was something wrong with me and all that. But after coming out, meeting other people, I was able to know that, okay, it was what I went through then that made me feel different and all that. And so when I found out that this initiative was ongoing, I thought that this was a good idea for me to join and to make my input and to make other students that are coming up not to go through what I went through. So that was my initiative for joining. Hello. Okay, I'm just explaining myself.
So come again?
Did you get what I said?
Can you repeat that?
I was asking if you got what I said. Sorry, this place is a little noisy.
It's a little noisy where you are. And I'm trying to juggle Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp. That's why my team, like, I'm a little bit distracted. Oh, we lost Blessing. Blessing, I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry it felt like I wasn't paying attention. I was trying to attend to something on Facebook and WhatsApp at the same time while your live was going on. So I have 3 different things going on over here. So, Dapo, if you want to join the live, we can talk about some of these things. Rev Freddy, Nosa, I greet you. Let me see. In other words, first come, first serve. I don't know what that means. Dapo, D_D231. If you want to send a request to join the live, please do so, because I think you dropped a lot of questions and comments. And if you can talk about this, okay. I'm adding Dapo right now. So Dapo should be on any second now.
Okay, hi.
Mr. Adefemi, can you introduce yourself, your sets, your house, what class you wear, all that stuff?
Dakwa Adefemi. I was in Jaguar House. 97, 98 sets. Basically, it's a nice initiative.
97, 98 meant you got into the school 97, 98. When did you graduate?
I graduated 2004.
Okay.
We're the dull ones.
Okay.
We're the dull ones. We had to repeat a set then. All right, but if just to chip in anyway, if I'm correct or correct me if I'm wrong, I think this whole thing started when I think one of my mates, yes, went on Twitter and was saying all sorts, her opinion anyway, about how it was with this, that, the people there. So, well, to be honest, yeah, people have different experiences, but I think my mates can testify to it. And I said I was the first junior to get punished on resumption before I entered the boys' hostel. I was punished before I entered the boys' hostel. Yeah, and that was because deep down I know, yes, I was one rude boy. I didn't see anything like, who are you to tell me to do this, tell me to do that. Yes, before I got into the school. So my mates would say I caught the week of grace short, the month of grace. We only had 2 weeks of grace because of me, but however. Sorry,
Dapo, 1 second. Yeah. 1 second. Shout out to our former commandant, Mr. Bisi Ojebola. He's on Facebook right now, listening to this. So you're welcome, sir. Dapo, you can go ahead.
All right. So to me, this whole idea of the way we're terming this bullying and this thing, yes, somebody tried to enlighten us a bit on that. Yes, I agree. But however, my point here is, in whatever we're doing, we shouldn't get to the stage that we will totally remove this senior, junior, whatever, that a senior can't punish a junior, all that, because I think that's just what people were driving at. We had a discussion with Ifola and she was like, no, to be honest, it is there, yes. The only thing I see, maybe excess punishment, excessive, that could cause damage, yes, could. Because I can remember when I was in school, yes, even if you flogged a junior, you could get suspended. It started from us, Ogumbi, and then BC or jail. Yes, he made it clear. I remember there was an instance, I was rude to, is it Ato? Yes, very rude. He was telling me to do some portion and I didn't do it. He punished me. I stood up, I started running to Commandant's office thinking I was right. Commandant BC, yes, let me down, flogged me in front of Ibrahim Ato. He flogged me and told him to go ahead and punish me. Yeah, so to me, those things I learned in AFCS, yes, added a lot to me in uni days, even in life now. I learned a lot. I wasn't one sports, because yeah, from home, yeah, maybe I was sport or whatever, but I learned a lot. So the issue of bullying and saying that some seniors will call you fat, call you this, call you that. Some were calling me escape albino. But I thought about it at that age. Yes, we're all kids. It didn't shape me. It didn't make me anything less. Because I laughed about it. But my own point here, my point of contention is, whatever we're doing, we shouldn't totally remove that idea of punishment, and a senior can punish you for all I care. Yes,
we agree.
If you're wrong, if you want to take a frog jump, it is, yes, it should be. Some people are saying no. Imagine that they're all kids, they don't have that. No, why should this one?
That's what we agree, and this has been a bone of contention, even within the AFCS alumni against bullying organization, even with the in-house, because how do we balance discipline versus bullying? Everyone is of the opinion that there has to be some form of discipline in the school. Yeah. Like you can't just go to boarding school, a military school like that, and not have any kind of discipline. Where we're not trying to argue is that what constitutes excessive discipline and excessive punishments. That's why we are thinking about the idea of having a grid book. That we have not implemented it. It's still, in the idea stage, having a grid book where we'll have a list that, oh, this is what is allowed. If you do this, do this, do this, do this, maybe flogging on the hand, flogging on the bum, telling someone to kneel down, doing all that, telling someone to clear a place with cutlass and all that. Maybe we can have some of that, but when it starts getting excessive, where you're leaving marks on people's body, where you're telling people to drink a whole bucket of water till the person faints. I mean, we had a situation. I mean, when I was in school, there was a girl who was punished and bullied so much in school hostel that she tried to run away from school, I'm sorry. And unfortunately, when she was trying to run away, a car knocked her down on the express.
Sorry. Yeah, that story, I was in school that period. You remember everything. It was this girl, what's her name?
Don't say the name, don't say the name. Don't say the name.
Sorry,
but we had a situation like that. So when
what happened was
we're not saying that juniors should
it wasn't the punishment. It wasn't the punishment. She was homesick. She was homesick. Don't let's get it wrong. It wasn't the punishment. She was homesick.
Why was she homesick? If she was having a good time in AFCS, would she have been homesick?
The truth is, there's no amount of good time you have.
Didn't we have cases of people being punished to the point where they fainted? We had cases like that in Boys Dorm. We had.
Yeah.
So isn't that excessive punishment? That you punish someone to the case of fainting?
Like I said, but if you can remember well, those kind of punishments, if you can remember well, if patron, not even Mr. Adepoju, heard about it, those kind of punishments, remember, it was instant judgment for the seniors. I have flogged my seniors with cane. Adepoju heard the day Emeka, okay, sorry, I shouldn't call names. There was a senior, Daniel Prefect. I know I was rude. He got so angry. He was flogging and I was chasing the cane. He punched me. His hair was swollen and Mr. Adepoju saw it. And he instantly told the guy to lie down, told me to flog him. I gave him 16 strokes. My senior, the prefect. And he punished him, told him to cut grass and all that. So it has been there. There has been a line there for excessive punishment. But when the senior gives you some kind of normal for frog jump, do funky train, that issue of yes, my house came last during the inspection. I told all of you to assemble at the culture and good. All of you lie down. I give you 4 strokes on your bum. Yes.
Sorry, that was other people are trying to come on live. As in, we acknowledge what you're saying. And like I said, we totally agree. You can't have a boarding school, you can't have a military school that is devoid of punishment or discipline. There has to be some form of discipline. We both agree on that. I think where we're now trying to argue is what constitutes punishment. So we'll appreciate, and like I said, that's the engagement piece. When we're engaging with students, when we're engaging with PTA, when we're engaging with alumni members, those are the things we talk about. Okay, how do we then balance it to know that's not excessive? And don't forget, like, your experience is not everybody's experience. Like, you were in AFCS for 6 years, from 1997 to 2004. AFCS has been around for 30 years. So the fact that your own experience as a boy within that 6 years doesn't necessarily mean a girl who graduated in 2013 has the same experience. So, we're all trying to balance this whole thing. So we're not saying no discipline. There has to be discipline, but, that's how to balance it.
Sorry. Just one thing I want us to agree on. It is no matter what everybody experiences, AFCS students as a whole, we were never dysfunctional. That's to be honest, that's where I was going to. Because this word was mentioned by someone who started this whole thing, that we're all dysfunctional. Never. There's no product of AFCS that was dysfunctional. We were never dysfunctional. So that's what should get to that person. But however, you guys are doing a good job. It's good we're even bringing this out. Yes. So in all we're doing, let's just make that line. Yes, excessive punishment, those kind of things. Yes. But I just one thing I want to say is we shouldn't, at the end of the day, whatever we're doing, not make it look like, look, this senior junior thing has to go. No.
Okay. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. And thank you. And we hope that you'll be able to maybe join us in some of our initiatives that we carry out sometime in the future.
Yeah, sure.
All right. Thanks so much, Michael. Let me see. People have a lot of comments. Let me just read out some of these comments. Some people, let me scroll back to the top. Someone is saying she agrees with that, but there has to be a fine line not to compromise the whole senior-junior experience, correct? I agree. Some of us believe that the senior-junior experience is vital, and this platform does not in any way plan to remove that. It is more addressing the extremes. Exactly. That's what we're trying to do. It is there. Some people are saying senior-junior is there, but some people were devils. Well, that's open for interpretation. Discipline, yes, but bullying and abuse, no. Exactly. That's what we're trying to do. I think there's a great difference between bullying and discipline, yes. Nosa was really bullied back then. Really? I don't know, my particular experience in AFCS was normal. I mean, obviously I had situations where I was picked on. I had situations where I picked on people. It was like a balanced thing for me. I was neither here nor there. You know, I wasn't the worst of them. So I don't want people to say, like, in as much as there are a lot of people who have terrible experiences about AFCS, that was not necessarily me, to be honest. Like, when I think back AFCS, I think about the fond memories. And before the whole AFCS Alumni Against Bullying, we have been doing a lot of things with AFCS. We've been doing the before you gain admission session that we try to do every 1 or 2 years with students who are SS3 students trying to go into the university. We advise them that, hey, before you fill out your JAM form, these are the things to consider. You know, these are the career paths to consider. So I've been involved in AFCS. AFCS doesn't have like bad memories for me. However, that's my experience. I can't use my experience to just overshadow other people's experience. So no, I don't really have. I was bullied, yes, but that wasn't my entire experience. I was more of the class clown. So, you know, per se, I was a little bit of a nerd. I was more of the class clown. I think there was a time I was part of the basketball team for like half a term, but other people who were better than me, knocked me out of the team because I couldn't play as good as them. So I had all those things. I was in sports, I was in academics, I was in comedy, so I had like a balanced experience. So frog jump and squats were not appreciated. Then some females were doing it to build their butts. I'm not going to mention who commented that. A senior telling you to lay in gutter and pouring water on you is bullying. Again, this is open for interpretation. Nobody's removing discipline, but that some people don't know the difference. There are a lot of seniors back then who punished over some very flimsy things. I agree. So, yeah, it's rude and unnecessarily dismissive to condemn someone who died for her suffering when you can't even remember her name, let alone what she went through. I mean, you know, that was a very unfortunate situation, and obviously, let's also pay some respect to people who have passed away. Whether in AFCS or after AFCS, we have some of our alumni members who are no longer with us. So let's just, give respect to their family. That's why I said, we said intentionally, like, let's not mention their names because we don't want to, make their families or their friends like start revisiting that hurt. We're just trying to, use the example and relate it to bullying. So I apologize if that came off as offensive, and that's not our intention. Back then, St. Laurel said, back then I never knew Nosa was a Hercules boy. He was always in Alpha House. Was I? Wait, St. Laurel, who are you exactly? Like, I want to know your name because I don't, you would go by St. Laurel. But was I always in Alpha House? I mean, Nas gets Hercules New Dawn that year now. Like, I don't know, me, Eric, Franklin Sese, Etete Odofia, even when I was a junior, like Hercules Old Dawn, myself, Baraye Kuroga, Jide Adeyemo, were the Hercules Old Dawn juniors that were always being sent on errands by Rogedi Baba and all those other guys, Ike Naogu and all those guys. We always washed clothes and all that. We were known as the Hercules guys. So, yeah, my brother was in Alpha House, so I'll go to visit him in Alpha FARE from time to time. But I was in Hercules House most of the time. But that's what I remember anyway. Well done, Dapo. I like and I stand on your points. The physical education trainer. Joy_NMA says, my AFCS experience was beautiful overall. Glad we are talking about these things to improve on what we met. And again, I want to reiterate, our initiative is for current students. This is not a witch hunt. We're not going back to say X, Y, Z did this and we're going to attack you for that. No. We might draw from some of those experiences in order to learn lessons to make life better for current students. So this is all about current students. We can't change the past. Please go to our website, afcsaab.wordpress.com, and look at what we're doing. So I think we've covered this and we'll flog this issue. Let me just see if there's any. And shout out to Bisi Ojebola, Mr. Bisi Ojebola, who was our former commandant. He left a comment on Facebook saying he loves the initiative, that he likes it. thank you so much, sir. You were like one of our, me personally, one of my favorite commandants. Like, you are really there for us. And I know you're a lifetime educator. Thank you for all the things like you instilled in us. And hopefully we can reach out to you as well to also support our initiative. Ileri Ade on Facebook says, I hail you, Uncle Chef. I'm not sure if Uncle Chef is on our Facebook feed. What is Uncle Chef's real name? I think is Mr. Sharif Salami. I don't think I see a name like that on Facebook, but he's hailing Uncle Chef. Maybe, Uncle Chef, if you are on this on Facebook, I hail you. Maybe we will go one-on-one on courts. We'll see if, I figure, I'm just joking. But yeah, thank you so much. Do we have anything else to cover? I don't think so. Yeah, people are dropping comments. Yeah, thank you so much. This has been a session about AFCS Alumni Against Bullying, AFCS AAB. We've talked about, oh, someone is saying Uncle Chef is actually on the live. So Uncle Chef, I hail. So we've talked about what we're doing in AFCS Alumni Against Bullying. The whole objective is to make life better for current students. So we want to make sure that we curb excesses of bullying and harassment in the school currently, and we're going to do that by learning from past experiences, collaborating with the school to implement programs that will reduce cases of bullying. Of course, we know that we can't totally make bullying go to 0%, but we want to reduce it as much as possible. This is not a witch hunt, and this is all about current students. We're in the education phase right now. We hope to go on to the engagement phase once the school opens, to reach out to current teachers, to reach out to parents, to reach out to students, to know how we can put heads together. And over the next 3 years, also go to the execution phase where these programs, can be ingrained in the system of the school. So thank you so much. Someone is saying Mr. Ojebola was later the principal of King's International College in Monia in Ibadan. He transforms everywhere he goes. I agree. Like Uncle B, Mr. Ojebs, thank you so much for all you did for us. I mean, you taught us that sitting still and wishing makes nobody great. Good Lord sends the fishing, but we must dig the bait. This is what we're trying to do. We don't just want to rest on our oars and wish that bullying goes away. We're trying to make sure that we put our own efforts into this in order to eradicate bullying and harassment in AFCS. So thank you so much. Once again, send us an email if you are interested in joining the initiative. If you want to be a member of AFCS Alumni Against Bullying, we have like 16, 17 members right now. Send us an email at afcsaab@gmail.com or send us a DM with your name, your sets, your class, your house when you finish, and we'll add you to the WhatsApp group. If you just have a suggestion, maybe you're a very busy parent and you don't have time to be with us, send us your suggestion as well. Suggestions are welcome. If you want to know what we're about and you want to follow our progress, our website is afcsaab.wordpress.com, and I have that pinned in the comment section. You can click on that, see what we've been about, and I just want to thank you. Yeah. So thank you guys. Wish you guys a very lovely weekend, and hopefully we can keep this off the ground. We'll keep you guys posted, and we'll save this video on Instagram. This video will be saved on Instagram, and we'll transfer it to Facebook as well. So if you guys want to share it with other alumni members all over the world, we'll appreciate that. So let me just go to WhatsApp to see if there's anything else we need to do. People on WhatsApp, are we done? Is there anything else we need to do? Okay, so we're all done. Sorry, this went by longer than we expected. We spent an hour and 45 minutes instead of 60 minutes, instead of just an hour. So we're 45 minutes overboard. Thank you so much and have a lovely day. Oh, someone is saying I should highlight the social media handles. Yeah, so we're on Twitter. You can follow us on Twitter. It's AFCSAAB on Twitter. On Facebook, it's AFCS Forum, which is where we're having the live right now. On Instagram, where we're having the live right now. Also, thank you so much. Let me appreciate the owner of this Instagram. So we don't control this Instagram session or this Instagram page, but a lot of AFCS alumni members seem to be on this Instagram page. So AFCS_IB Alumni Connect on Instagram. Thank you so much for volunteering your page for us to do this today. We appreciate it. Follow us on social media. If you go to afcsaab.wordpress.com, you'll see all our social media handles. We also have a YouTube channel, and we have a SoundCloud channel as well. I mean, most of these meetings, we transcribe it to audio, so we post it on our SoundCloud. So if you don't have the time to watch a video, you can listen to it on SoundCloud and see where we're about. So we're trying to be on as many platforms as possible. So whatever it is that you resonate with, follow us on that particular platform. Thank you. God bless. Till later. Be well.